Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Loving Your Life with Mama D. And of course, I'm Glenda Davis, aka Mama D. And today is Glow Wednesday. Now, I am actually going to be doing this video much earlier than Glow Wednesday, but it will be published for Glow Wednesday. That is because I'm about to travel and I have claustrophobia. I'm getting over it. I'm much better than I was, but I just thought about why not just come down and do a quick little video for those other people who suffer from claustrophobia. Claustrophobia is those people who don't like being in tight spaces. You feel like you're suffocating, like everybody's on top of you, and it's just sometimes it could be overbearing and unbearable. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a quick little story. The way I became claustrophobic is I was getting MRIs, and because of my back problems and back issues, I probably had 10 or more MRIs, but the very first one I got, they kept me in that machine almost 2 hours. Yeah, I was coming in and out, but the process, because I was in so much pain, I just could not lay there and being stuffed in that tube. And this is a time when they didn't have the open MRI, but it felt like that thing was this small. And after that, I had a problem sitting in booths at a restaurant. I did not want to get in any kind of a van. It didn't have a lot of windows or, those conversion vans. No. Just sitting like in the middle. It was really, really bad. It got so bad till one time I got on a plane and me and my girlfriend got the last 2 seats. And they put me in the back, the very last row, and behind me was like the bathroom. And I had a window seat because I asked for a window seat because I need a window seat. And the guy next to me, so I couldn't let my seat back, and I was literally pinned in, and I felt like, here was the window, here was the wall to the bathroom, and then the guy next to me, he put that armrest down, and I felt like, and I lost it. I did. I jumped up. I said, let me out, let me out. I grabbed my purse. I told my girlfriend, I gotta go. Get me off of here. Get me off. Don't shut that door. Get me out of here. I ran from the very back of the plane to the front of the plane, and I got out of that door before they shut the door and to pull away, because I could not have survived. It was bad. When I got off the plane, I had to take off my jacket. I took off my earrings. I took off my shoes. I was just, it was the worst experience ever. I really felt like I was going to die. I felt like I was going to suffocate. I really did. So let me tell you, for people who don't think that claustrophobia and those types of things are real, they are real. Even to people who have faith in God, they are still real. Okay? So since then, I have been traveling still a lot. I do fly a lot. I love to travel. I'm a travel agent. I worked for the airline for 23 years. And I've been everywhere from Japan to Paris to London, Aruba. I've been on cruises all over the Caribbean. I've been a lot of places, a lot of places. And I've flown a lot of places. So I want to share with you, if you're claustrophobic and have maybe even a fear of flying, or just that feeling of being pinned in, because the smaller the plane, the worse it is, okay? I'm going to share with you at this time just some of the things that I do that helps me bear it. Because I hear lately, probably over the past year or so, I have been doing very, very well, okay? So the first thing is make sure that you have some kind of a water bottle. So you cannot take liquids on board with you you can't take them through security, okay? Once you get through security, you can go take your water bottle and fill it up with water, or go buy beverages and put it whatever you want in it. So I usually take this, and I get those little, sometimes a little powder if I want to make a tea or something like that. I just, I try to carry it, but usually just some nice cold water is good to have for when you feel that overwhelming feeling, you have some water. Also, if you need to take a medication, there are medications. I did not bring, I have it upstairs. It's good. It's used also for, what do you call the spinning, the vertigo. It's good for vertigo, but you can also use that for motion sickness and, helping you to stay calm and relaxed. Okay. Now I haven't used it for that yet, but I've had vertigo and I've had to have that particular medication to help out. Okay. Now, the other thing you do is make sure you have plenty of snacks. Don't fix it so you have to wait on the flight attendant to bring you something. And even though they do come relatively early, but the moment you get in and get your seat, do the very best you can to get a window seat. Usually if you get a window seat and you put your face and you can look out and I tell myself, girl, you outside. Oh, look how big and beautiful it is outside. I look at them moving the bags and, putting the gas in the plane. I look at all the other planes and I just try to occupy my mind with other things that's going on, okay? Instead of the fact that I'm sitting in this little airplane. Junk food. This is a time, girl, get your candy. Something to pacify you, something to keep your mind going, okay? Somebody would say, well, all you got to do is pray, honey. You need more than prayer sometimes. That's a good churchy answer. Just pray, but these are health aids. You pray, may not always pray, but you need some health aids. So some of my favorite cheap candies, Swedish Fish, Sour Patch Kids. These are my healthy chips. And I just found these the other day at Jungle Gyms. These are some little gummy pigs. You heard of gummy bears. These are the shape of pigs. So yeah, I got these. I also make my own. I went to Dollar Tree, got this little container, and I make my own trail mix. I have M&Ms in here. I love cashews. There's those little goldfish in there. And this is something else that will keep you occupied, okay? And then I guess I could say this is on the healthier side, but I got me some mangoes, dried mangoes. They're high in sugar, but and my daughter, she loves dark chocolate, and I got me a couple of dark chocolate candy bars. All right, now if you don't have, if you don't feel like pulling that stuff out, you just don't feel like eating, make sure that the bag that you have is compact enough that when you get on, you're not taking this gray big old bag, you're trying to stuff it down under the seat in front of you, and it's overwhelming, because that will further make you feel like you're squished, okay? So try to have just a little, maybe just a small backpack or something that you can fit your items in, okay? Now, I also have just this little notepad, if I could just write, doodle, make notes, something else that occupies my mind, just a little notebook. I have my crayons, these are actually colored markers, and because you know what? A coloring book. Yeah, a coloring book with those big pages. Hey! And I will color. Also, my Sudoku. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I love working that puzzle, and it keeps my mind. I can put my face down, I can get in it, and it takes my mind off of where I am and what's going on. Then I have another a little Bible one, and it has little stories and questions and everything. That also would help occupy my mind. And then I have another variety puzzle book, okay? And then I always travel with all my information. So if I want to look at flight tickets and where I'm going, hotel information, I always keep a folder and keep everything in my nice little backpack, okay? I have a tiny purse that I have my credit cards and things in, a little cash, maybe a pen or whatever, but I can actually put my pens and stuff in here, and it is not cumbersome, but it is just enough, okay? So You have to take care of you, okay? Don't worry about what other people say. Oh, you need to just let that go. There's no such thing as claustrophobia and all that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, it was so bad with me that I actually did see a therapist about it, and she helped me in this way, and I'm going to pass this on to you. She asked me how I felt, and I told her it feels like everything is crashing down. It feels like when the people are walking by, and that's another thing. Don't try to be the first person on the plane. Wait till almost everybody's in there, kind of seated, and where you can come in and sit down, and it won't be but maybe 10 minutes that you have to sit there and then take off. Because if you sit there and people are in and out, up and down, putting the bags over your head, bags over here, scooting out, trying to get this seat, let me in, let me out. Auntie, I could only take so much of that. One time this dude got in, it was 3 seats. I had a window. The seat in the middle was open, and there was a guy on the aisle seat. Right before the plane took off, here this guy come with a big old Chinese food dinner in a styrofoam 3-compartment plate, and he sat down with that smell, and he needed all the arm room, and I just turned myself. I was like, Jesus, Lord God, you got to help me. I had my face in the window. Lord God, just help me, Jesus. I know everything's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Because the psychologist told me, she said, the sensation that you feel is not for real. She said, because I feel like I'm suffocating. The question was, are you suffocating? No, you're not. It's a sensation. Okay? Are the people actually on top of you? They're pretty close. They're in my space. We sitting shoulder to shoulder, but he's not really on top of me. And I just had to kind of squeeze myself in, make myself smaller so that I can be comfortable. And then another thing, if you're tired enough, honey, just go to sleep. If you can manage, just try to go to sleep. Okay. Those air vents, make sure you turn the air on, and that air blowing down on your face is another thing that I have to do. I have to turn that air on. And also nasal spray, like just some basic saline, just to make sure your nose and your nasal passages are open, and you feel better. You feel like you can breathe. So you have to take all those precautions to help you succeed when you get on that plane, because honey, you don't want to have to do like I did, run off. You don't want to. You want to make your connection. You want to be on the flight. You want to get home when you're ready to get home. Okay. So that's my advice. And if I remember tomorrow, I'm going to do a little bit of video just to show you me and dealing with the plane and how I manage all of these things. Okay. Hey, God bless you. And then I'll see you tomorrow morning when we take off.
Process and help get you out on time. It's important you place smaller.
Okay, so I'm not going to have a window seat in this. That's major. I'm going to have an aisle, a full flight, but I'm going to be okay. The girls are going to be together, but they'll be a little further back from me. So it is what it is. I can do this, okay? Okay, so now we're on the second flight, and you see I did get a window. Oh, thank God. Well, actually, Siriana had the actual window seat, but they know how I am, so she's in the middle, she's on the ends, and we're all happy. I'll keep the window open so she can see out. So I'm working this puzzle right now, so I'm happy. Won't be long. This is about an hour and a half flight, and the weather is a little cloudy outside, but it's about an hour and a half flight, so we'll be good. Well, we're here. We made it, and it was a very good flight. This last flight was quick. It wasn't even an hour and a half. It was like 33 minutes or something. So we're here. Ooh. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Really grounded to the earth. So the best way to overcome any of your phobias, especially claustrophobia, think about your destination, where you're trying to go, who you want to see, and what you want to do. You got to get there. All right? It's your life. You love it and make the best of it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.